Hey everybody, welcome back to Fussy Cut Crafts. I'm Adrienne, and today I am going to do the third and last part of my September 2025 magazine harvest because I thought I was going to be closer to done with this in this third part, but I got more. I got more September magazines in the mail this week. So now I have, let's see, one, two, three, four, five, six. I have six magazines. So I am going to try to like do a speed round here and get through all of these. It's Friday. I've got the day off, which has been lovely so far. I've got an extended weekend. I don't go back to work until next Wednesday. I hope everybody's doing well. And let's get this started here with the magazine I think I will probably find the least amount of stuff in, which is Fortune. I got this for free, like with most of my magazines. Actually, everything I'm looking through today are free subscriptions. So let's go ahead and look through here and see what we can find. Boy, that's interesting. That's a nice watch. I'll go ahead and take this. So you guys seem to like the magazine harvest, and it's something I like watching too. I like that pool or whatever. It'd be interesting to replace like some eyes with that or something. I like watching the magazine harvest myself, so it makes sense that you guys like them. I'll try to keep doing these on at least a semi-regular basis. Like that. That's a color. Because I get a lot of magazines, and I might as well share. I might as well share. That's the world, but in food. It's kind of interesting looking. So I have been busy over the past few days trying to take care of some stuff. I need to have my deck fixed. Unfortunately, the first company I got in contact with won't actually, apparently the like building codes or whatever and requirements for building a deck have already, well, not already, my deck is at least 20 years old, maybe older. It's the same deck I had when I moved into the house, and I had been keeping up with not repairs, but just the weatherproofing of it until I think 2019. And then I did the weatherproofing in 2019, but I think I had some over from the last time I did it, which was I think 2017. And I think I should have bought more instead of using what was left over because it was not as good and it wore off a lot quicker than it usually did. And so now I've got some boards popping up, and one board is definitely rotten, and the step is starting, part of the step is starting to come loose. So I definitely need to have it repaired, and I'd love to have it repaired before things get weather super, wintry this year, just to keep it from getting any worse. The issue is that because my deck is over 5 years old, apparently building codes or whatever have already changed so much that it looks like I might, well, at least with the first company I got into contact with, it looks like I might actually have to have it replaced, which I imagine is going to cost a very pretty penny. So I actually don't know. I'm still going to have them come out on Monday afternoon and look at it and see what it will cost to have it replaced. But I don't have high hopes for that. I'd really just like somebody to replace, nail or screw down or whatever the few boards that are loose, and replace the board that's rotten, and then just move on with it. And hopefully have somebody do the weatherproofing, so I don't have to worry about it at least for a couple of years, and then move on. But I don't know if every company is going to be like, nope, can't repair it because it's over 5 years old. Then I am in a bind if I don't try to do it myself, which will be, Lordy, I don't even know. Okay, this is Los Angeles Magazine from September, and I gotta tell you guys, this is another one I got for free. This subscription was supposed to be done with in March of this year, and they still sent it to me. But like I said, it was a free magazine. They never got my credit card or anything, so I don't know who's paying for it or why they're still sending it to me. I don't know how that's happening. And good for me because I get more free images and whatnot, but not a very solid business plan if this kind of thing is standard for them. So we'll see if it ends in March of next year. I like that watch, but I also kind of like her because she looks kind of like a curly-haired demon somehow, which is a interesting thing. That's a nice. She's got I like the shape of that with the weird wide sweater and the skirt. There's lots of good colors there. Kima's coming, and yeah, you can see her legs a little bit. Let's turn that over. Kima, come on. She seems very confused. She doesn't know. This is the first time she's been up here, and when I've been filming, it actually paid attention to the fact that I'm filming. So we'll see if she comes into the light anymore, into the camera anymore. Okay, I am definitely going to end up going through these magazines again. What is that? Is that a pool? That's fancy. Look at the inside of that pool. Probably cost a lot. Of course, the pool by itself costs a lot. And if you can afford a pool, maybe you can automatically afford to have a fancy painting put inside. Kima, that's too much butt. Come on. Gonna have to move you and see what happens. So this is just a first pass to get the basics, to get the, the first things out that, okay, I don't know what I would do with that, but it's a great photograph. Maybe I could take her eyes and stuff. That's not bad. Maybe, of course, I also like those shades. I could take the shades and at least part of her face. That's nice. But I will probably go through, I will definitely go through these again and take out absolutely everything I can. Ooh, that's cute. I bet that's a really expensive plate. Let me see. Okay, it's not listed in there, but some dishes cost as much as jewelry. Like just a single dish, not even a whole collection or whatever, but just a couple of plates, and you're spending as much as you would on jewelry, which I don't get. Especially if it's something that's not, you can't put it in the dishwasher, you can't put it in the microwave. Kind of like that. So going along pretty good here. Glow getter, I kind of like that. So I hope everybody's week is going well. I've got to leave the house today, and well, I don't have to leave the house. I'm planning to leave the house to get some things done. I think I mentioned this last time. I've got some copies to make of some paperwork because I filled out I like this. It's nice. I filled out my passport application, but for some reason, that and the copies of my ID papers and all that stuff, I can't get my printer to just do a wow, she is really interested. I can't get my printer just to make a simple black and white copy. It's coming out with all these weird colors and stuff, even when I change the settings. So I'm just gonna go to the library and have that taken care of. And then on Monday I go to drop it off at the post office, where they're also going to take my passport picture. Okay, we're getting down pretty good. This is magazine 3, Elle Decor, for September. Let's see. It's always a nice combination in Elle Decor of fashion and home. Come on, Chemo. Can you pat? Oh, no. No, that doesn't work. I can't turn pages with you here like this. I can't turn pages. Okay. The purring is nice, but it's not helpful. It's not helpful. So try to go over there. Are you coming back? She's coming back, guys. So I've taken this a lot. Oh, that lily pad. Do all the lily pads in this ad have a frog on it? Because if they do, I've never noticed it before. Create where you belong. I think I've taken this watch before in the hand. Oh, I like that. I actually really just like that little box. I'll take that. But in any design magazine, like fancy design magazine, you're going to get a lot of home ads and a lot of general fashion ads. I like the pattern on this clothing. That's some nice, cool colors. Also, this stuff. And it looks like, yeah, it looks like I'll be able to take the stuff on the front and some of the stuff on the back. I kind of like that pattern, but it's very plain, so I think I'll leave it for now. I don't know. I kind of like this too. I like that better. Still be able to get like the lower part of that pattern if I want it. So what's everybody doing this week? Has work gone well? Like I said, today is Friday. Kind of like that. And there's also this and these watches. Decisions. Okay, let me see. I like her and the hat. And I'll be able to get that and that necklace. I like him. And I'll be able to get at least 2 of the watches. So I'll take that too. He just looks like a butler. I'll leave him for now. I really do. I need to get on it and watch some movies this weekend for work. These are fancy elevator doors, which is cool. Oh, that too. I like that. Other than that, let's see. Tomorrow, there's a lot of wrestling tomorrow. I'm going to be watching WrestlePalooza, which is a dumb name, but it is what it is. I don't control that kind of thing. I'm kind of feeling like I need some barbecue. I did cook this week. I didn't cook I didn't cook on Monday like I said I was going to, because by the time I got done with my video, it was a lot later than I was expecting it to be. But I did cook the night before last. So I've still got some leftovers from that. I actually had some of the leftovers for breakfast today, even though it was not breakfast food, but I'm an adult. I can eat what I want when I want. So it doesn't matter. And it was very good, by the way. I got some fresh green beans, some chicken maple breakfast sausage, which I get from Aldi if you guys have one of those stores near you. Lots of cool patterns and colors in here. Oh, that's really pretty. I could cut the birds out separately, or cut squares out, or use the whole thing as a background. That's kind of cool. Okay, so fresh green beans. I cut up an onion, a sweet onion. The chicken maple breakfast sausage. Kind of like that. And I did something else. Oh, I found gluten-free brie and cranberry filled tortellini. Oh, it was so good together. I'm glad I had the idea to put all of the stuff together, you know, with some assorted seasonings and things. It was very good. It was a very good idea. I think I'm going to leave that stuff for now. So I did that a couple nights ago, but I do like to, when I am watching my once monthly special wrestling programs, like to get not fast food necessarily, but something from a restaurant or something. That is a lot of red. Look at this kitchen. That would be too much for me. And I'm somebody who has had red accessories in her kitchen since I first moved out of my mom's place. I got a red toaster, red placemats. I've got, you know, red dish towels and stuff like that. This is too much. This is too much red. But it makes an interesting picture. Can't have any real wicker because the cats like to scratchy scratch. I think I'll leave that for now. That too. I do like a map. This is a garden design, so I'll take that out. That would be good as a background, but I don't feel like I need it right now. So it was yesterday, actually, I was at work, and there's Salt and Smoke, this barbecue place here in St. Louis. They've got a few different locations. They have this thing called trashed ribs. Oh, they're like sticky and sweet and crispy. They're so good. And I think it's time for me to have some more trashed ribs, guys. That's cool. That's a nice background. I like that. It's like a bench made of, it's almost like ginkgo leaves looking steel or something. Yeah, I like that. I like those things. So it'll be this and this. I can leave that. That's too plain. So's that. I really don't get people whose houses are like all white and tan. How do you keep it clean? It seems to me that the only people who have houses who are all white or all like basic bland neutral colors, those are rich people who don't clean their own houses. They have to be, because it would be impossible to keep that clean for a regular person. I like that. It's not a bad stairwell. The blue, oh, that's a jet flying overhead. The blue curtains and the wallpaper is cool. Well, that's super fancy. Wall covering is de Gournay's Klimt pattern. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So a lot to choose from there. Actually making pretty good time here with this. I'm definitely going to have to make some choices there between the Klimt and the blue. I like that little strip of the curtains there. Those are nice. So I'm almost certainly going to have Salt and Smoke delivered tomorrow. I like those. I'll leave that because it's the back cover. Yeah, but I can take all of that. Cut out what I'm going to cut out later. Okay, and we are at the back cover. I do like that, but I'll leave it. And that was the Elle Decor. And now we move on to Architectural Digest. Yeah. September. And this is a fashion ad that we've seen in several of the magazines. Now, I think I'll take him. I like that black and white profile. It'll look good on a page with a lot of color. I think I'll leave them for now because they're all over the place. Don't need that. Don't need her. Yeah, I can leave that and leave this white kitchen. I mean, even a white kitchen, like, come on. I have a hard enough time keeping my kitchen clean, and it's nowhere near that much white there. I think I've taken this before. Just these as backgrounds. No, I'll leave it for now. Kind of like that, but that can also stay for now. I like this. I kind of like that whole thing. I guess I'll take it. I kind of wish the words were all over here and not on her, but that's some cool little patterns, but so small. I don't know if I'll bother with that. I like that. Not sure what this is. Just ad for Savannah, Georgia, I guess. Okay, so other than tomorrow's wrestling, I can leave that for now. And eating barbecue. Oh, that's a lot. I like all of that. You could easily cut most of this page out just in squares and let all the different patterns and things just kind of mingle together instead of cutting that out separately. Same thing with this stuff. I'm going to try really hard not to do any shopping. I went on Etsy this week, guys. I'm about to get a lot of packages. So that will be something that's will happen over the next week, I'm guessing. I like that window, but I can leave it for now. Same with that. I really need to, and I mean, how many times have I said this in my life, especially over the past couple of years? A lot. But I need to calm down on the unnecessary spending. Like, how many paper products does one person need? It feels like all of them, but that's not accurate. We don't need all of them. I do kind of like that candle. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull that out. That's kind of a good background, but I'll leave it for now. Same with that. It's so dark. I wish that room was brighter. Because it's got some cool colors in there. That's nice, but I'm going to leave it for now. Am I going to leave it for now? Yeah, I'll leave it for now. Very purpley. That will be a good background. Yeah, but I'm trying to concentrate on fixing up some stuff around the house. I've got the deck. There's the frame around my back door that could use some work. There are some plumbing issues. This is what happens when you move into an old house that was like renovated, but not really in the best way. Things just start to go way before you're ready for them to. Oh, these are pretty. I think I'll pull these out. And I mean, being in this house has really shown me why, like, our grandparents would put the plastic runners down and put the plastic, that thick plastic, on the couches and chairs and stuff. Replacing stuff costs a lot of damn money. Fixing things costs a lot of damn money. And this is also why, you know, people can be in houses and they look like the house, and it looks like the houses are just kind of slowly falling down around them because it's so expensive to get things fixed. I like that. And it's getting more expensive all the time. Like, to replace this deck, I hope it doesn't come to this. I hope I can find somebody to just fix it. But I would not be surprised if it costs 20 grand to fully replace my deck. Because I think I looked up just the basic, you know, just a basic Google response for how much, I like all of that, for how much it will cost in my area to have it repaired. Possibly 7 grand just to repair it. So it makes complete sense that it would cost up to 20 to fully replace it. Good Lord, I am, and I do try to do stuff around my house, but there's just some stuff that, like I said, I was staining the deck and waterproofing the deck myself. That's really pretty. Could even cut that up into different size instead of cutting out just one giant pot, which it doesn't even say how much it, oh, it's from Dior, and it says price upon request, so it's probably going to cost as much as it'll cost to have my deck replaced. All right, that's Architectural Digest. Let's go into GQ, which I just started getting again. Again, a free subscription. And I had actually forgotten until it came in the mail that I was getting it again. That's how many free subscriptions I have. I like his face. It seems like, I feel like these are different people from the other ads that look exactly like that, maybe. Isn't he fabulous? Looks very much like a 90s rock star. It's, again, pictures that will look good if I just cut him out and put him on a brightly colored background. Men's magazines are always very good for watches. Ginormous pictures of watches anyway. Oh man, I like that hat. I'm gonna take him though. There's definitely a cologne ad in here, and it actually smells pretty good. So many of this ad running around, so much of it. That's Kelsey. I really like the background though. I could totally put somebody else's face or something over his face. Maybe not now. Let's see. What else do I need to fix up around the house? Oh, the light over my back porch, over my back deck, my front porch. I need a new railing. It floods when it rains really hard. My walkway. Apparently there's a way to like fill it in, but I'm sure that's not going to be free. Who is this person? Tyreek Withers. Okay. Let's see. Those are some cool watches. How many more watches do I need to cut out though? I like those shoes, but I'll leave them for now. Oh, hey, we've only got one more magazine to go through, and we are at 29 minutes and some change, so I've made pretty good time here. I like that. Yeah. And I kind of like all of that. And I could put something there and just turn it upside down so it's the focus isn't on the words. And I think I'm just going to leave all of this. How much do these fuzzy clothes cost? Dolce. The coat is Dolce & Gabbana. Le Udan is the pants. I don't know who that is, but I'm sure they're expensive. Don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like any of this. It's way too much body hair. I mean, obviously it's not too much body hair because somebody has that much body hair. You know, bless him and everything, but I don't think I could deal with that. That's kind of cool, especially this row. That's in that row. Some good color there. And there's also that on the other side, which might work. Paint bottles, okay. It's an interesting collection of stuff. Oh, well. I think I'll leave that for now. Same thing with all the shoes. Oh, grills. Custom grills. Looks real gross just sitting there by themselves. Ooh. That would be good as something. Could cut out squares out of that. Yeah, let's do that and just pretend we never saw those teeth. Wow. That would be good. Nika Costa. I did not know she was still around doing stuff. She had a really, well, not really big, but relatively big CD in the early 2000s, which I actually still own. I don't know what to say about that. I feel like some of this would work for cutting out squares or something. And just kind of pretend not pay much attention to the actual people. Though I do kind of like that. I guess I'll take that out. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, not doing it for me. That's interesting, but it looks kind of secret society-ish, which is creepy. Yeah, I like that. I'll leave it in there for now. His sweater is way too tight. Okay, we're basically at the end of that. That's nice. I think I'll take that. Skechers Aero Burst. This, the sole on, oh, it's a running shoe? Look at how thick the sole is. All this pink stuff down here. It's like, that might be a good 5 inches in real life. I feel like that's too much. I feel like that's too much. Alrighty, that's GQ. And now, W Magazine with Zoe Kravitz on the cover. Apparently this is their fashion issue. It doesn't actually say that it's the September issue. It just says volume 4, 2025. So, but I'm assuming this is their, basically their September issue. Lots of stuff here. As you can see, this is a giant magazine if you've never gotten W before. Let's see, get a measurement here. 25 inches. Am I on inches? I am on inches. Let's see, 25 inches this way and like 10 and a half this way. Does that make sense? I feel like that doesn't make sense. Okay. It's a big magazine is my point. I like her face. I like the patterns. Don't think I want to take all of it right now, but I think I'll take her face. This side. Where's that ad again? Wait a minute. Okay, these are actually the exact same. Why do that? If you're going to have all these different pictures, at least make them different. It makes no sense. I feel a lot like they paid for 2 of these when there was really no reason to do that. I like the pattern there. Do I feel like taking this whole page out? I like that too. I'll leave that for now. I like her. I wish there were more light on her face. Can we light our black people correctly, please? She doesn't look bad, but can we pop her face more? She's fading into the background. If it weren't for her hair and the whites of her eyes, I wouldn't know there was a head there. I believe I've pulled that stuff out before. I can leave that for now. Well, I don't even know what I would do with this ginormous panther, tiger, whatever it is. What? Come on now, guys. Again, it's the exact same image. What are you doing? I mean, I know that it's two, like, you know, what tiger focus, big cat focus pieces of jewelry, but that seems a little ridiculous to me. I'll take those out though, because I can certainly use those. One of the things this magazine is good for is making envelopes, because the pages are so big. So you can make larger than usual envelopes. I'll leave that watch for now because I've got plenty of those already. Oh boy, this is wild. This by itself would be a thing. I think I'm getting hungry. When did I eat? When did I eat my dinner breakfast? 9:30 maybe? 10? Yeah, it was probably around 10. I kind of like this, but I don't know what I would do with it by itself right now. And there she is again. I've got her. There's this. I'm sure I have plenty of those. That ad has been everywhere for like the past year. There's this again. Oh, Lordy, I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what this is. Is this all one piece? Is it a coat and a scarf and a dress? Or is it all one thing? I'm gonna take it. She's cool, but I'll leave her for now. I think she's in one of the other magazines. I did already. I'm just not a green person, but otherwise I would take that probably. This would be nice as backgrounds. And it's more interesting than just the lower half of her body. I like that, but I think I'll leave it for now. I think I'll leave her for now. What, they look creepy. I don't think I'll be taking them out. I kind of like the pale blush patterns of the stuff they're wearing though, so I might come back and get those at another time. Here's this ad again, but 2-page, so there's even more watch stuff. That's not doing anything for me, so I guess I'll just take all the watch bits. This is crazy. I just don't know. I just don't know. Is she naked? Seems like she's naked. Kind of wish this were in color. Well, maybe not. But cutting out some of these individual jewels would be good to replace people's eyeballs, I think. It's more interesting than the whole thing together. Is that a purse with hair on it? It is. It's a purse covered in hair. Oh, let me see. I like those small covers there. Lots of good pattern and color there. Same with that. But I was saying, these pages, because they're so big, are good for making ephemera, basically. Cutting out, you can use them for making envelopes. Well, wait, do I want her eyes? and mouth. I guess so. You can even use the pages to make, that's pretty. You can use the pages to make, you could just take one of these whole magazines or whatever's left after you harvest it and use the pages to make master boards to then cut out separate shapes or whatever. Like I was doing with that smaller magazine I had. That news magazine from, I think, China that I showed you guys. Okay, I don't feel like taking that out right now, but that's interesting. It's something. I like the blobs. I like the color blobs. I think I'll take out take this out for the color blobs. And I'm missing a page here. What's this? I'll leave that for now. Just got one of those. These pages do stick together though. I guess I'll take her out. I really need to do a lot of, I need to go through all of these things I've been taking out. Haven't seen that washed before. Kind of want to read this though, so I won't take it out yet. I need to go through all the things I've been taking out and actually organize everything. And this is supposed to be Luke Newton. I guess that could be him. He's on Bridgerton. I think he's the one who starred in the 3rd season of Bridgerton. But to me, this looks like, it kind of looks like Channing Tatum. I mean, it's certainly an interesting picture. I guess I could take that out and put the face somewhere. Kind of like that fuzzy rose, but I'll leave it for now. Here's this lady again. Don't know what's happening here. Weirdness, fashion weirdness. Look at this. Yeah, it's by the same people who did this big crazy red. It's Issey Miyake. It's the same designer, which makes sense. Nope, absolutely not. Got some pants on her head. How exactly does that show the clothes well, though, when you just put pants on somebody's head? What is this? Is this a robe? Oh, well, this is a dress. A hoodie? This looks like a long hoodie. I tell you, I don't think I couldn't style a magazine because I would never come up with some of this crazy stuff. It would all be very normal. Okay, making young women. And this one, she looks like she's maybe 12 or 13. But dressing them up kind of like old ladies. Definitely dressing them up like old ladies. Look at her. Yep, there she is again. But the pattern is cool. You can cut that out for the colors and the pattern. I'm not going to do it now, though. Again, wouldn't know there was a face there if it weren't for this white, I don't know what that is, an ascot or something, and the whites of his eyes. He's blended into the background. At least he stands out more there. Well, we are almost done with this. Oh, this is the dress that, what's her name? Kirsten Dunst was wearing on the Town and Country cover, but she was wearing it in pale blue. That's nice, nice color and pattern. Let me see. What's on the back? I do like that, though. I'm not going to be able to get, I mean, I could get some of this and still get her, at least some of her. So let me see. Actually, yeah, I could get some of those. So we'll see. Kind of making her look like Jean Harlow there. And there's Zoe. I think I will leave most of these in here for now. I think I'll leave most of those. No idea who this is. Model? Model, I guess. Well, I mean, just the weirdest. But this would look awesomely weird on a colored background. I appreciate that she apparently has a gap in her teeth. So I've got a gap in my teeth. There's nothing wrong with having a gap in your teeth. It's basically some sort of double condom thing happening there. Very weird. Very weird. I'm sure I could do something with most of those, but I'm going to leave them for now because I don't feel like being quite that creative at the moment. This again with the big round head thing. Don't know what that's about. These pictures are just getting weirder and weirder. Okay. So these are not real boobs. Somebody is wearing like fake boobs, and this person is wearing fake abs. I don't even know. Duran Lantink top? No idea. No idea. Okay, at least I like the colors and the patterns here because I'm a pink person. So I do like the pink that's involved in that. That's just weird. Yeah, I am definitely hungry. I kind of like that, but I'll leave it for now. It's kind of like some, I mean, they look kind of like a cult leader or a vampire or something. And if that's your style, great, go for it. Don't know what's happening here with this weird bulge on the sides of the skirt. I just don't even know what to say about that. Okay, at least this is a nice, happy-looking lady. Just wearing a fur. Again, not a green person, so I'll leave that. I'll take her later. I kind of like that. And the cover is thicker than the paper, but not so thick that it would, you know, completely blow out your glue book or whatever, or junk journal or whatever you use it in. And we are done. So that was W, GQ, Architectural Digest, Elle Decor, Los Angeles, and Fortune. We did it. We got through it, and let's see. Well, this last magazine definitely took the longest because of how much weirdness was in there, I think. And the pages kept sticking together. But we're done, guys. That's the end of my September 25 magazine harvest. Like I said, I'll keep doing magazine harvest as more stuff comes in. And I might even pull out. I've got another really old Vogue. Well, not really old, but it's from like 2008 or 2009 or something. So I might go through that Vogue next. And then we can move on maybe to doing some newer magazines. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to get any of these magazines, I think some of them will probably still be on shelves, probably. Well, I did just get the October Architectural Digest, so that might be done already. But, you know, check your local library. Sometimes they sell old magazines and stuff. So, or, you know, go to the thrift store. You might be able to find them there. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great weekend. Be sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment, ask a question. If you have ideas for what you want to see me try on camera, let me know in the comments, and I will try to accommodate. Everybody have a great weekend, and I will hopefully be back early next week with something. I'll figure it out. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day and everything. Bye.